All right. So which
Anyway,
bookmark are we continuing
recording
from?
has just started up.
All right, cool.
Like quite literally when Desric re-enters. So, real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I am very sorry. To everyone going to be watching this, I apologize for how the stream went. Not sure what's going on, but my ping keeps skyrocketing and I cannot stream. It's probably something on the outside of the lines I'm going to have to get the cable company to come look at, but I can't stream. So I'm going to record this. It's just last a little bit. Unfortunately, we're going to start over. We got a good ways into it. It was going radical. But IRL ship sucks.
Matey.
So, Desric and Leo walk into the room. Take it away.
Oh no, now I need to figure out what happened.
Well, that was interesting.
What did hold on.
Cat.
I gotta stop laughing. Alright. Yeah, so what did Ket say to you guys?
Not much more anything useful. More of the same. Nightmares and old wives' tale. But he did say that as we go deeper in, it gets darker and colder. We could bring a tent or some survival gear, but really he just recommends don't be there any longer than we have to be.
And how long's that?
Till we find the artifact, I guess. Truthfully, I don't even know where to start looking. But there's the alternative. He offered to pay our way out of here. Do we blow off Doge and the businessman? I know Illy won't want to. I don't want to.
I'd rather not have a Mandalorian on our backs when we
Right. Sorry, Rose. Go ahead.
I'd rather have contact with Doge rather than him hunting us in some place across the galaxy.
Seconded.
To be honest,
Yeah.
even if that wasn't a potential outcome, I would still go.
That brings up my problem. I don't
Which
think we
is,
should all go in.
what do you mean you don't think we should all go in? Have you heard any of this they've been talking about?
I live it every night.
What are you
Alright,
talking about? We're nowhere near the marsh.
This place is just filled with some sort of Force is a strange thing. Every night when I sleep, I experience whatever we might experience in the marsh. And from what people have told me, it sounds like I'm living them every night. I would rather go in myself and not risk the two of you. Sorry, Leo. I'd rather not risk two of you going deranged or killing one another or killing me. So it's wise if only one or two of us go in.
Well, I don't know much about the Force, but it seems to me it might help if we're all there. I mean, would that help you be stronger, I suppose?
It might. However, the slight problem is that if what happened to the Wookiee again? Found his family. They were butchered by Trandoshans.
Yeah, his wife and kids. And the way he described it is more horrible than I can bear to retell.
Well, I'd rather not have one of you guys look like an enemy and then me to kill you. I'd rather not kill you guys. You've been very, very kind people to me in my line of work.
As reassuring as that is, and probably, strangely, the nicest thing you've ever said to me. We don't do this alone. Look, you heard what Ket said. You heard that I could have left. I could have left after New Talon. Hell, I could have left you in Sunken Tower. We've had each other's back the whole way. It's the only way we've survived. We've had to nearly carry Ileana out of more than one fight. Hell, we dragged you unconscious out of the crashed wreck. And I can't count the number of times you've saved me, even Leo, much as I might not like to admit it. Now, we can all be afraid of the big bad ghost stories, or we can take the easy way out. The easy way out for me is a one-way ticket back to the core, back to mom and dad's and the lap of luxury where I'm prisoner every day of my life, waiting for mom and dad to pass on and leave me stuck with the family business. Now, I can't speak for everyone else. I know what Illy wants. Illy wants to save her daughter. That's an easy enough mission for me. Clear, cut, simple. It's the right thing to do. So, you guys have stuck by me. I'm sticking by you guys. And I'm sticking by Ileana. We have to go save her daughter, and the businessman's the only way to do this. Ket be damned. We have to go in there, and we're only going to get ourselves killed by splitting up now.
That's a fair point. I mean, we could go to Skyrise, we could get away off this planet. But the only way she's... If they do decide to cut Sharon loose out there before we get to her, I don't think I'll ever find her again. The only way she has a safety net is if we do this. If we leave, sure, I'm back out in the stars and maybe I can find a way to that system. But that's a lot of space to search, with no guarantee of success. There's far more things that can go wrong. So I'll face those nightmares if it means that if she's cut loose, she's got a safe place to land. It buys time. It's about the only thing I can do for her right now. And it breaks my heart to say that, but I say let's go.
All right. We all go in. There's also another problem.
When isn't there?
You mean Leo?
Yes, actually, that's the second part. Actually, we'll deal with that now. Leo's going to get stuck in there. I don't know how to fix
So
that.
there is also the likelihood of you getting stuck in there too.
I have a higher chance of actually getting out of it than you are. With your
Are you
heavy
quite
chassis
sure
and
in
all.
that, given how much you seem to fear this place?
And if he's the only one that's sane when we come out of this, we need somebody to get us back out of there.
We
Leo,
do need a sane set of eyes, yeah.
what if we rigged some kind of repulsor lift for you? Something so that you're not actually walking through the marsh.
I
Could he even
assume
power such a thing?
well, if such a thing was to be created, it would likely be of a different power source than mine. However, we have already been told that the foliage is too thick for that. I am willing to risk my chesty for whatever it is that you may find in there. I will simply
Alright.
leave it at that.
Alright. To my other problem. I won't be able to use the force when I'm in there. At least I don't think I will be able to.
Well, I know next to nothing about it, but why is that?
The last time I slept, I died. I was strangled to death by who knows what manner of thing. And that's happened just about every night. I've been strangled, gripped in position, can't move. The last time I tried to use the force, I used it, and then I died. I was choked to death. I would rather not try my hand in the Plague Marsh with it. And if I do, then there's something wrong.
All right.
So I'll try to avoid falling off any ledges then, shall I?
Yeah, that'd be wise.
I suppose in the meantime, the only advice I can give is the same thing I give to the rest of my family. Control your breathing. Somehow.
You see that Rose gets a little bit antsy. She's starting to get a little bit angry at herself, and she's like, she just turns her back to you for a sec. Then she comes back around. She just starts like banging her leg in like frustration. She just,
Don't get angry. Take a deep breath. Calm yourself.
you just hear her mumbling under her breath as she like turns her back again, and then yeah. All right, she turns
So
around.
agreed then. We're going together or not at all.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Then it seems the only thing left to decide is when and how we get there.
Well, as far as having shelter, I do have a tent. Could provide some protection out there at least.
Wait, you bought a tent?
Don't even
When?
start. When we... You tell him. We went shopping.
Yeah, we bought a tent a while back.
Well, up until about 5 minutes ago, I would have asked you why the hell you bought a tent. But
You
all
just
things
did.
considered,
But it's better to be prepared. We're not always going to have a roof over our heads. So when we don't, it's a good idea to have one you can set up quickly.
yeah, and I guess it beats the mud huts the locals are using.
We should probably take a look around for any additional gear, something to insulate against the cold.
I don't think that will be necessary. This thing will happen regardless of what we're wearing.
I believe Kat mentioned that it wasn't a sort of cold that you can.
Yeah, they went in with full thermal or full environmental gear, and it didn't stop it. Besides, we have robes in the speeder if we need them.
True enough.
It doesn't sound like weapons or armor is what we really need in the swamp. If anything, it sounds like wits and perhaps a sound mind are going to be far more useful.
Well, here's a bizarre idea. Should we leave them behind? Or at the very least, in the hands of the one being we know won't be affected?
I would rather not tempt fate.
By going in armed or going in unarmed?
Going in unarmed. I'm taking my gear with me.
Given what happened last time we went into the wilds, I can't see going around unarmed as being a good idea. And quite frankly, I've had too many of the natives try to kill me to be comfortable walking around unarmed. I see your point, Illy, but I think Rose might be right on this one.
Fair. I was just thinking that if we all do stick together, having our weapons in the hands of Leo might be a better option if we do decide to flip out a bit.
Perhaps, but if we get separated and I have all of the weapons, you will be left near defenseless.
Yeah,
Also a good
I'm not-
point.
I'm not trusting Leo with my gear.
Well, we
No
have to
offense.
start trusting each other sooner or later. And if this isn't a time to trust each other, I don't know when will be.
Well, there's an equal argument for both sides. Maybe we play it by ear. We go, see how bad it is. And if we don't kill each other by the end of whatever the first nightmare is, we can decide with a little bit better of an idea. In terms of what we're facing.
Unfortunately, we
Well-
don't know what we're facing, rather than the only thing that we know is the nightmare. A nightmare can be anything. So it is now the late morning. Now might be the wisest of times to go.
We've all had a rest and some sleep. We've eaten. Do we have any of the rations we left with Doc, or are we just carrying the stim packs and the clothes on our backs?
No, I did pack some. Should be enough to get us for a few days at least.
Let's distribute the food and medicine just in case we need it.
Agreed.
Divide it now, then we'll make our way to the border of the marsh.
All right. Then it's
This
go.
is either the most foolhardy thing we'll ever do, or the wisest thing we'll ever do. I just hope I live long enough to figure out which one it is.
Not sure if wise really applies, but I suppose we'll find out.
Wise isn't the word I would go for.
Stupid or heroic? One's pretty much the other, isn't it?
Perhaps. But I always did want to be the hero. Maybe I'll get my chance.
All right.
You do you, Desric. Let's split the meds, then we're going to the border.
Agreed.
Very well.
So go ahead and do inventory management.
I think we could probably set that up for next week.
We can set that up next week. That's fine.
Yeah, someone drop a note in and say inventory management before the start of the stream. Either way, are you guys taking the
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
what happened?
I've raised that blue marker.
Don't know. His ping went terrible and he went all robot-y.
I just wrote inventory management next session, my notes in my books. So.
Weird, everyone else is normal.
Hey, he's back. Your ping, though,
yeah,
is 999.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying for me. I don't know what the hell's going on. But everybody gonna hop in the speeder and go to the marsh?
Yep. That is the plan.
Yep. So we all jump in the speeder and then we make our way to the border of the marsh.
Okay, your guys are gonna have to start moving the tokens. And why do I only see 3? Where's Illy's? I think I moved that by accident. I don't know what the hell's going on. So yeah, move everyone to wherever on the marsh you want to start at.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Edge of it.
I have no idea what the cause is of my internet issues. I don't even know if I'll be able to fix it. I'm going to have to call Gable One and say, hey, net's going funky. I don't know.
So yeah, we all
Right.
make it to the edge of the thing, and Rose immediately, as soon as we stop, she immediately just jumps out.
Now, how close did y'all get?
Well, I guess, do we head for the map point or do we head for the closest border? Straight south.
I think we might just head for the
And
closest
Rose kind of
border.
makes her way to the front of the group, basically.
I mean, whichever's the most direct way. We've got the speeder.
Yeah. I say we go straight south to the border
Hmm.
and start there.
All right.
Fine with me.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Whatever.
All right, I gotta remember that when I make the map. By the way, you'll get there. It quickly becomes you can't drive the vehicle that far through, so you have to park it a good ways back, and you start walking towards the border. Map-wise, it takes a good 30 minutes to get there.
That's fine.
The sun's starting to rise, and you all can already start feeling the tingling hairs on the back of your neck. It's not cold yet, but all you hear is the sound of wind and its effect on the environment around you. There are no animals of any kind. It's the quietest you've ever heard this place. And we'll leave it there.
I wanted to do one more thing, but yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
like the little intro bit before everyone enters, basically. So I just check with everyone and say, so everyone's ready to go.
Ready as we can be.
Into the creepy swamp. Sure, let's go.
Whatever happens here, we've got you.
Leo,
I am going to need an oil bath after this.
there is a small giggle from Rose, and she's like, I think we're gonna need a Bacta soon after. And then she gets down on her knees and like meditates.
Oh, so you're
For a
gonna
sec,
full
and
on
then-
meditate, huh?
Not full on meditate. She's just taking like time to quiet
To
herself.
center.
Yeah, center herself, and she's just gonna sit there for a sec. Maybe everyone thinks it's kind of weird, but yeah, she just sits there for maybe a little bit too long, and then she starts to recite some words, and she says, through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain power, and power I gain victory. And then she stands up, and she just walks in.
Haley will follow.
Cue dramatic drum music as we walk and pan
Yeah.
away into the forest.
Continued.
I'm just imagining Desric just sort of standing there, and Leo pokes him in the back. You first.
You first, master.
I'll remember that when it comes time for that oil bath.
Yep, and then we all make our way in, I think.
Okay. So that's it. We're done. Or does someone else got something to do?
No, that's
I
it.
think we're good.
I just wanted to do that line. That's all I wanted to do.
Sadly,
Love
the whole thing wasn't as epic as the first time because that was really
No,
really
because
good.
if the first time that I did it, I had plans, but they were ruined
Yeah.
by your internet connection. How unfortunate.
Yeah,
Blame
I tried to
Cable
get us
One.
going again.
Yours was pretty spot on quite quickly.
Yeah, I got a lot more angry in the first time. And the anger helped because I would have recited exactly those two lines.
Oh, you made yourself angry for your character?
Yeah, I would have done that and then lashed out at Desric saying like, I can't use the force here, and that's how I gain strength. And then through strength I gain power, through power I gain victory, and I can't achieve victory if I don't have the force.
Yeah, I was trying to give you a reason to go off on Desert because I sensed that was what we were building to in the first session that was being successful is Desert wasn't understanding and you were getting pissed at him. So I tried to get Desert a little in your face, not over the top, but tried to give you a reason to get pissed at him again, and we just didn't quite get there the second
It
time.
didn't quite that second time. First time was fair.
I'm gonna
Regardless.
end the recording real quick. So,
Yes.
yeah, sorry about the bad connection we had with the stream and all that, but hopefully this will get out there. A quick little 25-minute thing, but see you all guys next Wednesday for the stream. Later.